HTTV with Illington Gregory here with David Wagner. David, thank you for joining us. Very tight game today, as they have been against the best sides all season, and unfortunately, unusually, the one goal, the one situation has gone against us this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. This was the story of the game, so I think if two strong sides play against each other, then it often is even tight. And in my opinion, it was today. In my opinion, we performed. We had a good effort, a good attitude, fighting attitude, working attitude. We had a lot of ball position. We were in a lot of dangerous areas on the sideline of the goal. Maybe we were not clinical enough for the last pass, for the last cross before we are able to score. There we maybe have to find more our mates in the box. But I can accept this defeat, even when it's disappointed, because we performed. So again, this was or is a top team in this division, and we are able to be a competitor against them. We have to make sure that we go some further steps in the future, that we are not only able to compete them, that we are able to beat them, like we did, for example, against Newcastle or the other top teams. I think we have shown that we are able to win, to lose, to draw such of these tight games. For me, it's important that the performance was correct, and this was today. And this is why I can go very quick forward to the next game on Wednesday, where we have to make sure that we perform again with the right attitude, and then they have to make sure that we get the right result as well.
How are the players in the changing room? Because losing is a feeling they're not used to this season, but they've shown equally when they have been defeated, they have the ability and the character to bounce straight back with a good result.
Of course, they were disappointed because of the result, especially at home before such an unbelievable great crowd. So it was the highest crowd ever in the John Smith Stadium in a league game. What was great. The lads deserved it, and I think everybody has every reason to come back, because the performance was okay. Unfortunately, the result wasn't, and this is disappointing. But they are experienced enough to know, okay, what we have to do to be successful. We have to perform. Sometimes you get your result, sometimes not. And in the past, we were always able to bounce back with a good performance. This is important, and this is what we have to make sure. And this is what we said in the dressing room. So no complaints about our performance, about our attitude, about our effort. Disappointment about the result, yes. And for this, we have to make sure that we are ready for Wednesday with a good performance. And then we have to make sure that we get a good result as well.
When a team comes here with a game plan like Sheffield Wednesday had today, where their defence is a little deeper than other teams we've played, does that make that quality from wide areas all the more important? When you get into these dangerous areas, you've got to make them count?
I think it's important that you score the first one. This is very important against an opponent like this. And if you're not able to score the first one, you have to make sure that they don't go in front. So both we were not able to bring on the grass today with a good performance. Again, not outstanding, but a good performance. And we should never forget against what opponent we played today. So this was Sheffield Wednesday, one of the best in the league, especially in the offense. And we were a real competitor against them. This was good, not perfect. And we have to make sure that we go in the future the next steps, that we get a result against Sheffield Wednesday as well, against the top teams in the division, like we've got against Newcastle, for example. So we've shown that we are able to beat this big clubs, this top teams in this division as well. But we as well are able to lose against them, like we lost against Brighton. So these are the matches who are very tight, who are very even, and we always have spoken about details. Today, one small detail wasn't in our direction, and then you lose this game. I can accept this result because the performance was okay. And I always said to the lads, listen, we can lose a game when we perform. I think today we performed and we lost. Next game, go forward.
Just quickly, quite a quick turnaround now to Wednesday night at Preston. Under 23s game on Monday. Does the quick turnaround prevent you from having some of your first team squad players who perhaps want some minutes from being involved on Monday, or is that possible?
No, I think it makes sense that some of the players will be involved tomorrow in the under 23 game. Maybe not over the whole 90 minutes. But this makes sense because the next game of the second team is on Friday. There is probably no possibility that they get some minutes, and we know that we have some players with 4 yellow cards, and it's important that the players who are the replacement, that they have minutes and the legs on their position. So we will speak about this now, but I think it makes sense.
David, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.